Holy crap, these glasses are dirty. I haven't written. However, I have been like thinking about my book and like stewing. I went shopping, but I didn't actually show you what I bought while I went shopping, and most of it is like has to do with my writing. I bought it for my writing stuff, so thought you might be interested. So I could do some research if I really wanted to and hope that I don't fall down a research rabbit hole, which I tend to do. I swapped some shelving around. So I'm using my cubby shelves for my books now. That was what my plan was with this whole idea. So we will see if it pans out. Obviously, we will see. You and I will see. Hey guys, welcome to another weekly vlog. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. So last week I didn't vlog because I didn't write, because it was my son's birthday and we kind of went on like a last minute mini vacation. We took him to a water park, Great Wolf Lodge down in Maryland. It was really nice, really nice. I almost poked myself in the eye there. So anyway, I'm getting off topic already. Great start. All right. So new week, new vlog. It's Thursday. Yes, I am a little bit late to the party this week. But better late than never, right? So it is August 6th. That's right. A whole new month has come and gone. Not gone yet, but 6 days in already. So as far as the Novel 90 challenge goes, we are technically, and I say technically for a reason, in editing month, because the ultimate goal of Novel 90 is for you to brainstorm, write, and edit a novel in 90 days. I knew for me personally that was not going to happen. So my goal is just to write a novel in 90 days. And as far as that front goes, I haven't written since last weekend, and it's Thursday, so we're talking about like at least 10 to 12 days probably. I haven't written. However, I have been like thinking about my book and like stewing some things, which is necessary to the process, so I can't be too mad about it. But that still doesn't get words on the page. Like you can only stew so long before things need to get on the page. So, that might be my goal this weekend. My husband has drill this weekend, so, and luckily my kids are like pretty self-sufficient now, so that kind of frees up some time. Although, to be honest, I have free time. Like I do. It's not a time problem. Like I have the time. It's the motivation and dealing with all of the other problems that I talked about in this video as far as ADHD and anxiety and all of that stuff goes. And my energy levels are just craziness. I seriously need to see the doctor about that. I don't know if that has to do with my anxiety. I don't know, but I gotta get it figured out. Like something has to give. So anyway, I just went to the store after I got my license renewed, and I picked up some supplies because this kind of feeds my little dopamine addiction that I need to deal with as far as my ADHD and anxiety goes. So I got some push pins for my bulletin board, which is behind my desk. which might be moving, actually. I'm thinking about possibly moving my desk. I don't know when. I don't think I'll move it until next month, maybe. Right now it's in my room. And my mom moved out a couple of months ago, actually. She moved out in April. But I didn't move anything into there because I wasn't completely sure what we were doing with it, what we were going to be able to do with it. Like, that room is like a disaster zone right now. So as much as I want to turn it into my office, I don't want to put a whole lot of stuff in there before we deal with the flooring and like the wall. Like, if we want to like put new flooring in or paint the walls or anything like that, I know it's better to do that while it is pretty much empty. It just makes the process easier, but then it's also coming up with the money in order to do the new flooring and the walls, and like, it's a thing. It's just it's a thing, and I can't continue to put it off just because we don't have the money to get new flooring and paint the walls. So I have a feeling I'm going to have no choice but to break down, and if I really want that to move in my office, which is probably a good idea, once the weather cools down, because that room is not air conditioned. We don't have central air in our house. All we have is window air conditioners in our bedrooms, and we don't have a window unit in that room for obvious reasons, because nobody's in there. So like, why would we spend the money to cool it down when nobody's in there? So so that's part of the reason. Obviously, if it was my office and I planned on spending a lot of time in there, I might want to air condition it in the middle of summer, but I didn't want to have to spend the money to buy another air conditioner and then spend the money on the electric to run the air conditioner, even when I'm not always in that room. Anyway, which is why I figured it'd be easier to just not do that, and just in the summer when it's hot, it's not like I have a laptop, so it's portable, like I can bring it into my room. But I put this in I set up my desk, which isn't really even a desk, it's just a spare table in my bedroom because it was before my mom moved out. So now that she's out, I can move everything over to that room once the weather cools down, and I don't have to worry about it being sweltering hot in there. Although, like I said, I could move it now because it's the laptop, and if it's too hot in there, I can always just write on my bed. Like, it's not... My ADHD is... yeah. It's like I make impulsive decisions, or I get like decision paralysis. It's like one or the other. Anyway, that's what's going on with me right now. It's just to catch you guys up in a really long-winded way. So, I'm actually working on my vlog. I mean, not my vlog. I'm actually working on the video that I posted, that I just showed you. I'm working on that right now, but it will have posted by the time this vlog comes out. So there it is. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm editing that video, so, which is taking a lot more time than I want it to, which is a whole nother problem. I really, really want to do this because I like the community, and I like feeling like I have somebody to talk to about all of this. Like, it's that this part's nice. Like, I like this. I like doing this. The editing of the videos part, not so much. I haven't found a streamlined way to do this yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. If you have any suggestions, please, please, please leave them below. But that's what I'm going to be continuing to work on now. I am going to hopefully finish editing this video. It's Thursday. I was trying to do uploads every Thursday, which I was doing for a while, but it's like already 5:30 on Thursday, so I don't know if I'm going to get this up in time. So it might end up being like a Friday or Saturday upload, which I don't know enough about the algorithms to know if that's a good idea or not. I guess I could do some research if I really wanted to, and hope that I don't fall down a research rabbit hole, which I tend to do. But anyway, that's what I'm going to go do while dinner is finishing cooking, which is probably done cooking because I've been rambling on for 8 minutes. But I'm going to go do that. And I will check back in with you guys later. Oh, so I just realized I told you guys about my like cool little, I went shopping, but I didn't actually show you what I bought while I went shopping. And most of it is like, has to do with my writing. I bought it for my writing stuff. So thought you might be interested. So, I got this cool little caddy, which I need to take the sticker off because that's going to annoy me. And this is just to hold the stuff on my desk. Trying to be more organized with my things. I mentioned that in my video as well. So I'm trying. We're gonna see how it goes. And then I got, I think I showed you this, the thumbtack push pin things for my bulletin board. That is, so I told you what it was for. I told you it was for my bulletin board, but I did not tell you what I planned on pinning to my bulletin board. So my plan is to kind of evaluate my current draft and what I currently know about my story and try and like map it out. Like almost like a game board is like what I'm visualizing in my head is like a start and an end, like a you know what I mean, like on a like an old style game board, like Candyland. I'm sure plenty of you are old enough to know what I'm talking about. Where you start and then you have like points on your game board that you're hitting before you get to the end. And I want to like plug in like the major like plot points that you see in like beat sheets. And I want to try and plug some of those in, but then it still leaves enough space between them for like the scenes that are happening between the big plot points, because I'm not a super detailed outliner, but I feel it. I do need some kind of structure. So that's what my plan is as far as that goes. I think I'm just going to use my Post-it notes because, and the reason I went with Post-it notes, I like index cards too, but I feel like Post-it notes are cheaper, and it forces me to be concise. I can't get too wordy because there's only so much room on Post-it note. There's only so much room on an index card too, but I got 100 of these for like 60 cents compared to like 100 for like 3 times that. So in the long run, these are cheaper. So we're all about saving the pennies right now. And then I got an eraser because I have a whiteboard in my soon-to-be office. There's big whiteboard. So I got a new eraser because I who knows where mine ended up with over the years. And I got a new set of markers. So I got, these are magnetic ones. I love the magnetic stuff for the whiteboards because my whiteboard is magnetic, and then I don't have to worry about like having any kind of like caddy or something. I could just keep all of them like right on the board. It's just like makes it easier for me to just stay organized. That is my goal right now, is just to try to stay organized. So my goal with this is my game board idea. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the sticky notes, and I'm just going to pin them on my bulletin board because like right now it's in my room. So I'll put them on my bulletin board, but eventually my plan is to do the game board on the whiteboard, and I'm planning on using these to kind of draw out my lines and then like label like the squares. I'll show you when I get there. I promise I will show you the process as I'm doing it. But anyway, I'll have like a square, and then it'll have like the, what is it called? Like the title of what that beat would be. For instance, like this is one that everybody kind of knows, like the opening scene, that is a beat. The inciting incident, that is a beat. The midpoint, that is a beat. So like I would write, you know, midpoint above like the square that I would end up eventually sticking my little sticky note that has my scene idea for that beat into that box. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. If not, I will eventually be showing you, so it will make sense eventually, I promise. Okay, so that's really everything that I bought today, because I do have a lot of stuff here. Like I have pens and pencils and like all of, I've been doing this a while, so I just needed to restock on a few things. So yeah, I guess you have that to look forward to. and me. I also feel like sometimes I need to do this because of my ADHD. Really, you need to watch, like, if you are like connecting with what I am saying and you're like, man, she sounds like me, like these are struggles that I deal with, video, you need to watch it. um so this, I feel like having this kind of like visual and this new thing, it's a way to keep my ADHD brain interested in the same project. So it's a way for me to, instead of me getting distracted by another task or another, I mean, I guess this would be another task or another project specifically, especially if you struggle with shiny new idea syndrome. Doing things like this still gets you thinking about your project, the same project that you're trying to finish, but it gives your brain like a shiny new thing to do while you're still focusing on the same project. If you watched this video, or if you yourself are familiar with ADHD, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So that was what my plan was with this whole idea. So we will see if it pans out. Obviously, we will see. You and I will see. So I'm going to go get to work because I'm pretty sure dinner is about done, and I did not get a damn thing done. And I will talk to you guys later. So this writing vlog kind of turned into not so writing vlog because I didn't really do any writing. I jotted down some notes. Very few notes, but some notes. But I haven't actually added any words, not a single word, to my actual drafts. So I don't know if you'd call that a writing vlog or not. I got stuff done. Plenty of stuff done. My office is pretty much done, other than maybe some last minute or last few touches. Like I need some wall shelves for some decorations, and I might need to move some wall hangings around, but like the major stuff's done. I mean, if you guys want to like a tour, like an actual tour of the new office, just let me know in the comments, and I can make a writing tour. Oh my gosh, an office tour video, or put that in a vlog, in a future vlog, if you guys would like to see that. But yeah, the office is done. My desk is pretty well organized. More organized than it was because it's an actual desk. This is my mom's old desk. And I swapped some shelving around, so I'm using my cubby shelves for my books now instead of my big bookcase downstairs. That's holding like board games and stuff now. So now that I have my whiteboard up, I will probably be also utilizing that for that idea that I told you guys about at the beginning of the video, where I want to do my like game board outline type idea. So that is probably coming in either a future vlog or a future video. So yeah, this about wraps it up. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, because this vlog actually entails, I don't know, like 2 weeks, I'd say, of time. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, comment office, since that's primarily what I've been working on during this vlog, was putting my office together, or moving my office into the room that used to be my office many years ago, until my mom needed to move in for a very long time, and then this was her room while she lived here, and then now she just moved out in April, and now I finally got it back to my office. I am so freaking excited right now. You have no idea. It has been 7 years. She moved in 2019. 7 years since I've had my own dedicated office and writing space. So I'm really excited about it. The kids are heading back to school soon. And we'll see how things change once the kids are back in school. I'm also substituting this year, so schedule's still kind of like up in the air. I don't know how often I'll be working and how often I won't be working. So, but that's the nice thing about the writing career is it's flexible. Like that's the whole point of it, is that it's supposed to be flexible. Work can work with your life, and instead of you having to work your life around work. That's kind of what I want. So, so yeah, that about wraps this up. If you guys like this video, I know this, usually I write, it's a writing vlog. This is a writing channel, and this was not, there wasn't much writing going on in this vlog, but there was writing related things going on in this vlog. Obviously, I'm using it for writing. And I was talking about the outlining thing. So that also is writing adjacent. So, hopefully this counts. Because I'm still putting it up as a writing vlog, even though it's not really a whole lot of writing, but that's okay. So make sure to like and subscribe if you, like these kind of vlogs where it's honestly, this is just what life is. Like, this is just life. It just is. So if you're into that stuff, make sure you like and subscribe. That little bit really does help tiny little channels like mine. And I really, really appreciate every single one that decides to do that, because it lets me know that I actually have somebody who is interested in what I have to say. So, and someone I can actually have a conversation with, because that's honestly what this feels like to me. This just feels like having a conversation with some friends, which is exactly the reason I started this channel, was to make friends and connect with people who had interests like mine. So if you're into writing and books, romance books in particular, because that's kind of my forte, make sure you follow along and let me know any other kind of video type stuff you'd like to see. I've been in the writing and reading space for a long time, so I'm always looking for new ideas for what you guys want to see and what kind of stuff you guys are interested in seeing. I've been reading for a long time, but I wasn't really sure if that's something I should do, if I should mix in a reading content along with my writing content, because obviously as a writer, I am also a reader. So I didn't know if that's something I should do or not. I might throw I have a couple of ideas for some videos in the future that are more reader related. It more has to do with, you know, like series recommendations or book recommendations. I do not plan on doing any kind of book reviews on this channel. I just think as an author, that's just not a good idea. Everybody has their own opinions and their own tastes as far as books go. So I will happily recommend books that I extremely enjoyed. So if I mention a book on this channel, it will almost always be because I recommend it and I really enjoyed it. So that's like a positive thing for whatever book and whatever author I'm mentioning. So, I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.